The Belgian royals are opening their own homes to Ukrainian families fleeing Russia's ongoing invasion. 3 royal properties are being repurposed for family housing, the Belgian royal palace confirmed on Thursday. The move follows an emotional visit by King Phillipe, his second within a week, to meet with a wave of Ukrainian refugees arriving in Belgium. Current estimates anticipate over 200,000 Ukrainians will seek refuge in Belgium. Located in Western Europe, figures indicate approximately 10,000 Ukrainians, primarily women and children, have already reached Belgium and formally registered for assistance. According to the Royal Trust, a charity created in 1900 to manage royal family assets, property in Brussels and another in the Wallonia region will be repurposed. The accommodations will become available for housing in early April. A third property in Tervuren, on the outskirts of Brussels, that was previously used as a vaccination center, will also be offered as accommodation for Ukrainian refugees. These are accommodations whose original purpose was to be made available to social agencies to accommodate people on low incomes, Jan Smets, president of the Royal Trust, said. That mission corresponds well to what we wish to achieve with a Royal Trust. The families can stay here as long as necessary, Smets added. On Wednesday, the king visited a newly opened refugee center in the capital. A week earlier, both he and Queen Matilda meet with refugees at an emergency shelter in the Brussels district of Hazel. It is run by a government agency. That center holds 100 newly arrived families for 2 nights, assisting with registration before moving them on towards more permanent housing. The British royal family has also shown their support for Ukraine in various ways over recent weeks. Prince William and Kate Middleton visited the Ukrainian Cultural Centre in London to hear about the efforts being made to support Ukrainians in the UK and across Europe. And Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, had an emotional meeting with Ukrainians in London. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky thanked Britain's royal family for voicing their support for the country on March 1. Zelensky tweeted that he and his wife, Olena, are grateful to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge at royal family that at this crucial time, when Ukraine is courageously opposing Russia's invasion, they stand by our country and support our brave citizens. Good will triumph, he added. More than 3 million refugees, mostly women and children, have fled Ukraine since the Russian invasion began on February 24, according to the United Nations. 2/3 of those people entered Poland, with 300,000 continuing their voyage to countries in Western Europe. Ukrainian refugees are eligible to live, work and attend school in European Union countries for at least a year, according to new immigration policy, The Washington Post reports. Russian attacks continue some 3 weeks after their forces launched a large-scale invasion on February 24, the first major land conflict in Europe in decades. Details of the fighting change by the day, but hundreds of civilians have already been reported dead or wounded, including children. The invasion, ordered by Russian President Vladimir Putin, has drawn condemnation around the world and increasingly severe economic sanctions against Russia. With NATO forces massing in the region around Ukraine, Various countries have also pledged aid or military support to the resistance. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky called for peace talks, so far unsuccessful, while urging his country to fight back. The Russian attack on Ukraine is an evolving story, with information changing quickly. Follow People's complete coverage of the war here, including stories from citizens on the ground and ways to help.